I was rather amused to see that they wasted £2.1 million on vehicles that don't comply with their own clean air zone for their net zero scenario.
Yeah, it adds to a botched IT system that means the council isn't even sure who's paying business rates and council tax, as well as an extraordinary.
Does that mean they don't know if you've paid your council tax?
Well, supposedly because they have an inadequate IT system that they try to update and that went horribly wrong. They don't have exact records, and that adds to this absolutely extraordinary equality liabilities that they have and that they've known about actually for. Decades now, and they haven't got to grips with. It is a council which is beset by extraordinary.
And how do they get out of this problem they've now got? Because they can't just put people's council tax up, can they?
Well, unfortunately, that is the record. Councils that tend to go bankrupt, they get given special exemptions, basically, when the local government finance settlements announced. I would expect Birmingham Council to be allowed to increase council tax by at least 10, if not 15%. That's outrageous. Which is double or triple.
Because of their ineptitude and profligacy.
Well, this is the case. It's always taxpayers that pay. Always taxpayers that pay, or service users that pay.
And cut services. They'll cut non-essential services. But I mean, the thing is that that money that they wasted on vehicles is the tip of the iceberg. You know, you're talking about how they don't know what they've spent on things. They don't know how many car fines, ULEZ fines, CAS they call it in Birmingham, that they've taken or not. Well, that IT system cost them £100 million, and it was supposed to cost 19 million. So what's awful is that, you know, we, the taxpayer, are paying for gross stupidity and financial ineptitude. And I have quite a lot of sympathy for the women who brought about the equal pay case, because actually they were funding an inept council for years, but the council doesn't even have the money now to pay for the unequal pay. It's a complete mess. One of maybe up to 30 councils which will go bankrupt.
Yeah, something to look forward to in the new year. Sorry, Ella. You have to keep the tree up all the way through the year. Here's some good news, though. New Zealand, you know, that country that went completely bananas and bonkers during COVID, appears to be coming back to its senses. They've now scrapped their world first, which is to ban smoking. They've now decided not to do it, just as we've decided to copy them. So what does that tell you? That tells you Rishi Sunak's copying the wrong countries, isn't it?
Sorry. No, I mean, as somebody who loves a cigarette, this is like music to my ears, because you now can say to the UK government, right, there is literally no precedent for this. You are out on your own, and you're putting in place a policy in which, in a number of years, you would have the insane situation of a 34-year-old being told by a shop assistant, sorry, ID, please, while the 35-year-old friend would be allowed. So you'll have, like, 30-year-olds outside off licence being like, hello, sorry, 70-year-old, can you buy me a packet of fags? It's crazy.
Even better than that, there's now a precedent for a government saying, whoops, we've made a mistake here, apologies. So
no, that I like. That could catch on. Not.
I just don't understand I don't understand a lot of the things that the Conservatives are doing at the moment. But really, this is like, who is blackmailing Rishi Sunak into doing this? Because there is no support for this. There seems to be no political, gains to be made from it. I just don't.
Maybe he smoked as a kid and it stunted his growth.
Well, the only thing I can think of is that it's a selfish move for his kids. I mean, I just don't. I don't get it.
No.
And,
I think you have to understand that this kind of technocratic tinkering around the edges is absolutely symptomatic of the way that they lean on behavioural science, the kind of paternalistic, they know best policy making, exactly the sort of thing David Cameron was known for. So I expect we're going to see more of it. And the very idea that the government even knows what's good for us. If somebody wants to smoke and it's bad for them, it's really up to them.
It's legal. Get on with it. I mean, I'm not encouraging you. I used to smoke, but I would never try and stop anybody else from doing it.